The year is 1933, a pivotal moment in history. America is reeling from the Great Depression with millions jobless and hopeless, struggling to survive. Franklin Delano Roosevelt emerges, promising a New Deal to heal the nation and restore hope. The New Deal, a bold tapestry of programs and reforms, aimed to lift America from despair. But did it truly succeed? Join us as we explore its triumphs, failures, and lasting impact on the nation. In the heart of the South, the Tennessee River flowed, untamed and often destructive. The Tennessee Valley Authority aimed to change that. Dams rose along the river, holding back floodwaters and creating reservoirs of energy. Electricity began to flow into homes and businesses, transforming the region. The TVA was a symbol of progress and collective action. It revitalized communities and brought one of the poorest regions into the modern era. The TVA was a testament to the New Deal's commitment to building a better future. The New Deal sought to revive industry during the Great Depression, a time when the American economy was in shambles. Factories were closing and millions of workers found themselves unemployed. The National Recovery Administration, or NRA, was a cornerstone of this effort. It aimed to stabilize prices, set fair wages, and eliminate cutthroat competition. The Blue Eagle symbolized patriotic participation. Businesses that complied with NRA codes proudly displayed it, signaling their commitment to recovery. In 1935, the Supreme Court declared the NRA unconstitutional, ruling it granted excessive powers to the executive branch. The dismantling of the NRA marked the end of a significant chapter in the New Deal's history, leaving behind a legacy of both achievements and controversies. The Great Depression's grip extended to the heartland, where farmers faced their own crisis. The Agricultural Adjustment Act, or AAA, sought to address overproduction and stabilize the market. Farmers were paid subsidies to reduce acreage and livestock, sparking controversy. The AAA faced legal challenges and was ruled unconstitutional in 1936. However, it was later revised and reenacted, showing the New Deal's commitment to farmers. The AAA was a lifeline for farmers struggling to survive. Young men, jobless and disillusioned, found hope in the Civilian Conservation Corps, or CCC. They traded city streets for the rugged beauty of America's forests and parks. The CCC's legacy is seen in trails, bridges, and trees planted decades ago. It was more than a jobs program, it was a transformative experience. The CCC instilled a work ethic, camaraderie, and a connection to the land. It stands as a testament to the power of providing opportunity and investing in the nation's natural heritage. The Great Depression had left skilled laborers unemployed and infrastructure crumbling. The Public Works Administration, or PWA, tackled this challenge under Harold Ickes' leadership. Dams, bridges, schools, hospitals, and highways rose across the nation. The PWA created jobs, supported families, and revitalized communities. Its legacy is seen in the infrastructure that continues to connect and power the nation. The PWA is a testament to the power of public works to inspire hope and build a better future. The collapse of the banking system was a devastating aspect of the Great Depression. People lost their life savings overnight, and the trust in financial institutions was shattered. Long lines of anxious depositors formed outside banks, desperate to withdraw their money before it was too late. In response to this crisis, the Federal Deposit Insurance Corporation, or FDIC, was created in 1933 as part of the New Deal. Its primary goal was to restore faith in the banking system and prevent such a catastrophe from happening again. With the FDIC insuring bank deposits, people began to regain confidence in the safety of their money. Bank tellers were once again busy counting deposits, and customers felt secure knowing their savings were protected. This measure had a transformative effect, breaking the cycle of fear that had crippled the banking system. The FDIC's assurance brought a sense of normalcy back to everyday life. The stock market crash of 1929 exposed rampant speculation and unscrupulous practices. The Securities and Exchange Commission, or SEC, was created to bring order to Wall Street. The SEC ensured transparency, held corporations accountable, and leveled the playing field for all investors. It marked a turning point in the relationship between government and financial markets. The SEC's legacy continues, highlighting the need for regulation and fairness in the financial markets. The SEC protects investors and restores integrity to the markets. The Works Progress Administration, or WPA, addressed the unemployment crisis on an unprecedented scale. The WPA was more than a jobs program. It was an investment in the human spirit. It put millions back to work, from construction workers to artists and writers. The WPA's legacy is seen in the infrastructure, art, literature, and music it inspired. It was a testament to the power of government to provide relief and create opportunities. The Great Depression exposed the lack of a safety net for millions of Americans. The Social Security Act of 1935 was a landmark achievement. It created a retirement system for the elderly, welfare for the unemployed, and aid for handicapped children. Funded by payroll taxes, it established the principle that all Americans deserved a measure of security. Despite criticism, it overwhelmingly passed Congress and became a cornerstone of the American social contract. Social Security remains a promise kept, creating a more just and compassionate society. Over the decades, it has adapted to meet the changing needs of the American people. Today, it continues to provide a vital lifeline for millions, ensuring dignity and stability in retirement. The program has expanded to include disability insurance and survivor benefits, further strengthening the social safety net. Social Security has played a crucial role in reducing poverty among the elderly and providing economic stability for families. The Great Depression weakened the labor movement, leaving workers in a weak bargaining position. With widespread unemployment, workers found it difficult to demand better wages or working conditions. Employers could easily replace dissatisfied workers with others desperate for any job. The Wagner Act of 1935 empowered workers. This landmark legislation protected employees' rights and encouraged fair labor practices, aiming to restore the balance of power between workers and employers. It guaranteed the right to organize unions, engage in collective bargaining, and strike without fear. Workers now had a legal framework to improve their working conditions and negotiate better terms of employment. The Wagner Act created the National Labor Relations Board to enforce these rights, mediating disputes and ensuring compliance with the law. This shifted the balance of power, leading to significant improvements in wages, working hours, and conditions. The Wagner Act's legacy is seen in the unions that represent millions of workers and the safer workplaces resulting from collective bargaining. The Fair Labor Standards Act, or FLSA, was passed in 1938. It established minimum wage, maximum work hours, and overtime pay. The FLSA was a victory for workers, particularly those in low-wage industries. It ended child labor and ensured fair treatment and a living wage for workers. The FLSA's legacy is seen in the minimum wage, overtime pay, and restrictions on child labor. It recognized that workers deserved fair treatment and economic security. The FLSA laid the groundwork for future labor protections and continues to influence labor laws today. Its impact is a testament to the enduring fight for workers' rights and economic justice. The New Deal stands as a testament to the power of government to act in times of crisis. It cut unemployment in half through programs like the CCC, PWA, and WPA, and helped restore confidence, hope, and faith in the government. The New Deal saved the banking system from total collapse and built infrastructure that still exists today, such as the TVA and PWA. It gave workers rights and money to spend through the Wagner Act, FLSA, CCC, PWA, and WPA, and fixed many structural problems with banking and the stock market through the FDIC and SEC. The New Deal created permanent programs that have helped workers, the elderly, the poor, and handicapped children, and the Indian New Deal provided land, autonomy, and loans for infrastructure. However, there were no specific programs to address racism, discrimination, or sexism. Many New Deal programs discriminated against African Americans. Despite this, 75% of African American voters supported FDR in 1936. That election marked the first time a majority of black voters chose the Democratic Party, starting a trend that continues to this day. African American voters remain a crucial part of the Democratic coalition, with 87% of black voters casting their ballots for Biden in 2020. FDR is widely considered by historians to be a top 3 president, along with Lincoln and Washington. He is the only president to be elected 4 times and to get over 50% of the popular vote 4 times. In the election of 1936, FDR won in one of the biggest landslides in U.S. history, 523. 8 in the Electoral College with 60.8% of the popular vote. This was the second largest victory in American history. The New Deal inspires us to build a better future for ourselves and future generations. Please like and subscribe to our channel for more insightful content. This is Essential U.S. History.